I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Think about that for a second. Hi everyone, it's Sammy, and thanks for coming over to my channel. Today I'm doing a video about motivation. So I started off this video because I own a martial arts studio, and over the years I've seen a lot of students quit. One big major factor is because of motivation. But honestly, you can apply this to anything. So even if you don't do Taekwondo, or you're not an athlete, or you're struggling with motivation in school or work or something else, then this is still a good video to listen to because it really applies in anything. So like I said, I'm tired of seeing kids quit martial arts just because it either gets boring or because they think it gets too hard. These are honestly not valid excuses, because when I sit down and I talk with them and I show them what they could be if they work hard, they all want to get there. So it's not really the problem of the goal, it's a problem of not wanting to do the work. Quite honestly, anything worthwhile in life, it's gonna be hard. None of it's gonna be easy, otherwise it wouldn't be worth it. Motivation goes up and down. It's supposed to. It's supposed to have highs and lows. You can't be 100% motivated 100% of the time. That's just unrealistic. So if you think that working towards a goal, whether it be in Taekwondo or in dance or gymnastics or whatever it is, if you think you're gonna want that goal every single second of your day and you're gonna be 100% motivated to do it, well, that's already setting yourself up for failure. But what you have to realize is motivation and your goal are two completely separate things. So maybe your goal is going and winning a gold medal at a competition. Great. Okay, that's an awesome goal. I'm really glad that you have that. But what you have to realize is you know that that is the end result that you want. But you're gonna have to figure out how to motivate yourself, because there's gonna be times when you don't feel like practicing. There's gonna be times when you know you have to put in extra work above everybody else and you're not gonna want to. Why? Because it's hard. The easy way out is going on Facebook and scrolling around to see what everyone's posting about, or going on Netflix and watching something else. Because guess what? Honestly, that's easier. That seems more fun in the moment. But that's not what you really want. That's what you want in this moment, but that's not your end result that you want of that gold medal at the competition. What you're gonna have to do is figure out how to motivate yourself so that you can get your goal. You're gonna have to say, okay, maybe I'm not motivated to go train right now, but what can I do to raise my motivation so that I want to do this? A lot of the times when parents come to me and they tell me, hey, my kid wants to quit, I'm just like, okay, what do you think about it? And of course, they want their kid to continue because they see the values and the benefits that Taekwondo offers them. And I explain to them, it's just like school. This is something that my dad always has talked about to me. We don't always feel like going to school, but we have to go. If our kids say, hey, I don't feel like going to school, well, guess what? You're still going to school. You don't get to go just because you do or you don't want to. You have to go because you need an education and you need to learn stuff, and it's important, and they see that. So it's the same thing with Taekwondo. If you see that you're gonna get better fit, you're gonna learn self-defense, you're gonna be more confident and have all of these character development skills, I mean, why wouldn't you want to? And maybe you don't always feel like training, but if your end goal is to grow as a person, then guess what? You have to figure out how to motivate yourself. So let's talk about how I feel about my own motivation. Like I said, I don't always feel like waking up and going on a run. I don't feel like working out all the time. Sometimes we have to do late practices, and it's after the whole day of working, it's after the whole day of teaching classes, and then it's nighttime. All I want to do is go sleep, but guess what? It's training time. This is the only time that I get to train. And that's where I really have to figure out how to motivate myself. If you understand that not feeling motivated all the time has nothing to do with your goal and has nothing to do with whether you feel like quitting or not, this is going to get a lot easier to actually accomplishing the goals that you want to accomplish in life. Muhammad Ali has a really good quote that you might have heard of, but I really, really like. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Think about that for a second. You might hate training sometimes, but if you put in the work in right now, you're gonna feel so successful and so happy that you accomplished whatever it was that you wanted to accomplish. The next question is, how do I keep myself motivated? How do I create motivation? I have 3 ways that you can do this. Number 1 is have goals. So if you do Taekwondo, for example, it's going to be a lot easier if you find a goal to work towards, because that's going to kind of motivate you to try and achieve something. So whether it be a tournament like we talked about earlier, maybe it's like a stretching goal, like you want to be able to do the splits. Maybe it's that you want to learn a new kick or learn a new trick. Maybe it's that you want to learn weapons. I don't know, but you kind of have to figure out a goal that you want to have in mind while you're training. That way you're working towards something and you see progress. Because when I'm training towards something and I see progress, I get so much more excited that I'm getting closer to that goal, and that makes me want to work harder. Number 2 is see the big picture. So like I said, always have goals, but I don't necessarily think that they should be outcome goals. Meaning that they shouldn't be, I want to go and get first place at these 3 competitions. Because sometimes you can't really control the outcome because there's a lot of other factors. So if you always rely on outcome goals, then you're gonna sometimes be disappointed, and that might not work to your advantage. That might actually end up going the other way. So what I like to do is have growth goals. Instead of relying on outside factors, I want to rely on me. Instead of thinking I want to get first place at this tournament, I'm going to say I want to be able to fight confidently. I want to be able to do the things that I've been practicing. I want to see this of myself. So instead, you're focusing on your own growth and what you can control rather than letting outside factors get into play. And lastly, the third thing is be creative. Sometimes I don't feel like getting up and going on a run. So what I do sometimes is I call up Jared and I'm like, hey, you want to come on a run with me? If he can't, then I'm going to say, hey, let's make a game out of it. I'm going to try and see if I can run under 7 minutes, and that's going to be my goal for the day. Okay? That way you're getting a little more creative, you're giving yourself a little bit more to work on so that it's not so boring. Some other stuff are things like get new workout clothes. You guys know I love leggings. So maybe getting new workout clothes is something to motivate you, because once you feel dressed well, then it makes you want to work a little harder because you're all of a sudden you have all this positive energy on you. Okay, and the last thing I just want to say is thanks for making it all the way through my video. Please don't give up on your dreams, because guys, if you work really hard and you accomplish all the things that I know you want to accomplish, you're going to be so happy that you did. I know it's hard, and I know that the really amazing things in life don't come easy, but you can do it, so don't give up on your dreams. I hope this video helped you. If you like it, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye guys!